How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. New brewery time. How about that time? Courtesy of Frank, my boy out there in the AZ. He sent me off a box of 3 beers, and there was 2 of one brewery and 1 of this one. And that is 12 West Brewing. It is their Amarillo and Cashmere IPA. Yeah, never heard of these guys before, so I'm just going to dive right in and see what's what. Yeah, Frank wrote me. He's like, hey, man, would love to treat you to a little bit of what AZ has to offer. And I will oblige. So we'll see what's what. I mean, that's full-on haze. Can-wise, I like it. I don't know, man. I'm not the biggest cat guy in the world. I have a cat, Peanut Butter. He's kind of a jerk, but there's something about this can art. Kind of does it for me. I'm a fan. There you go. As far as that beer goes, I mean, look at that. That's New England haze. It's eking towards, turkey gravy vibes, but not necessarily getting there. But rich, thick, orange, hazy core to it. Pinky finger of a kind of lacy, kind of rich, creamy head to it. Let's get a nose. It's all right. It's aight. Yeah, there's this sweet kind of portion of the show. So it's definitely a fruit medley. It's definitely like all the portions of the show. It's probably more tropical fruit, kind of pineapple leaning for me, but you're getting that citrus, you're getting that stone fruit in there. But there's this like herbally component. It's not necessarily like a minty thing that I talk about a lot. I talk about this kind of like eucalyptusy kind of vibe. It's more of a kind of like a herbal kind of basil kind of thing going on. It's actually really kind of cool. Yeah, it's nice. It's vibrant. Definitely green. Definitely like fresh field kind of herbally kind of notes to it with that little bit of kind of fruit medley underneath, leaning a little bit of that kind of tropical fruit with a little bit of pineapple. I'm a fan. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's fun. That's interesting because it's not crazy. It's not a crazy beer as far as impact goes. You know, mouthfeel's alright. A little bit fluffy, a little bit creamy, but nothing to write home about. Get a soft bitterness to it. A little bit of biting, a little bit of green hop pellet, but nothing over the top. Again, nothing to write home about. You get that fruit portion of the show. Again, your kind of tropical fruit medley along with that little bit of nice pineapple, but it's that herbally basil kind of fresh cut grass. It's leaning a little bit more like that, but it's kind of like that fresh field. Like if you're almost gonna do, I want to talk about the whole mower analogy. If you're gonna like mow that field, and I'm like really nice grass, and sometimes talk about taking a mower through an unkempt field. It's kind of like mowing down like an old garden, where you get a little bit of those kind of basil vibes. You get a little bit of those kind of herbally bits and pieces that you typically throw into food in combination with that kind of green grass, and it works really well. It's actually pretty unique as far as that goes. It's not something you typically see, or not something I've really ever seen hop expressive wise. Very similar to some beers, but just has a uniqueness to it. That's the one thing I usually look for, especially when you're talking about diving into a new brewery you never had before. You want something that just kind of, something they can hang their hat on, something that kind of separates them from a lot of the other breweries. And well, you know, from mouthfeel to impact and all that is nothing to write home about. That subtle difference, that subtle herbally green portion of the show that is pretty unique. It's kind of what's turning me on. Label's cool, beer's cool. It's 8%. There's a little bit of pop of heat on it, but in the grand scheme of things, it drinks well below 8%. I like it. I think it's fun. And, I don't know what else to say other than that the way that green portion comes off in this beer. It could probably, that Cashmere kind of showing its bits and pieces kind of really does work for me. And probably one of the more interesting kind of extra hop double IPAs that I've had as of late. So let's cut to that chase. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late? It's not Mount Rushmore status, but it's definitely in the conversation. As far as uniqueness goes, it's absolutely in the conversation. And just the way that kind of green comes off and the way I kind of keep getting those herbal vibes from it just makes me really kind of happy. Value and availability, no idea. Maybe Frank or somebody out there can let me know what's what when it comes to the whole price point of this whole jammer, and leave you with, if you like, what will you like this beer? If you like new school hazies, but you like that little bit of herbal greenness to kind of take you home, because that's where this one kind of hangs its hat, and hangs it in a very beautiful way, in a very unique way, and kind of makes me want to try more 12 West Brewing, to be perfectly honest with you. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of new brewery time. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.